Hopefully this works out as planned. Get a video of that. Things are awesome, fun to bring out in the water. That is upside down. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Bass Lures channel. Funny little beginning. But anyways, filming on the iPhone again today. Hopefully the audio doesn't just completely, utterly suck. So if you have to turn that volume all the way up, go ahead and do so now. Sorry, but as I stated in the last vlog I did, my last day in the Army, I kind of talked about how I can't be having a camera out for a couple days. Something happened with the battery and the charger, so I'm waiting on replacement parts. Anyways, I'm going to be doing both of these, the mystery tackle box unboxings. As I stated a couple videos before, wanted to do this is the June and the July boxes. I wanted to get one just big unboxing to you guys just to kind of show the consistency and the baits that you're going to be getting if you sign up for the mystery tackle box and you get the pro boxes like I do. I brag about these things pretty much everywhere I go. The baits that are included in these things, you get decals. I mean, just the stuff that are in these boxes are top notch. Really enjoy it. So enough with the bladder in here. We're going to start off. So again, this was the June box, but when I got this, I was still in Fort Stewart and there was a lot of training and ranges going on, so it really wasn't a good way for me to get this box out in the water. I didn't go home, well, I didn't go back down to Florida to fish for almost 2 months. I really didn't have much filming going on and didn't really have a good solid opportunity, so I was like, you know what, I'll wait till the July box comes in and I'll do an unboxing. First is a Lucky John Pilot X. This crankbait is pretty gnarly, sweet. It's a 3 to 5 foot, you know, shallow diving crankbait, different design to it. It's really got like an amped arch to its back, so it's supposed to have this crazy little swing design to it. Next, Liquid Mayhem. You kind of get these every couple of boxes. You'll get a, whether it's a little, this is a full tube of the Liquid Mayhem shad scent. You put this stuff on it. These are awesome. Now, I talked about these. I fish a lot of clear water, deep clear water. I fish it a lot here, a lot of the clear water fisheries that I am out on a lot. And this is an Archer B. It's a pretty sweet color. Mainly, there's really no crazy way to work this thing. If you work it fast, it's got a real crazy sporadic action, but it's $15.99, so right there alone, it's a $26 box. You're already, you know, 10 bucks away from breaking even on just one lure. So to get Lucky Craft stuff is pretty awesome. The next is this little Optimum Baits Ghost Minnow Swim Bait. This bait on schooling fish, you can tell I had it open before. I already had this thing out on the water. Schooling fish, this thing was absolutely mighty. This swim bait right here came in the perfect amount of time to get this thing on the water and smoke those fish. This is in a 5/8 ounce. You can bomb this thing on, even if you're throwing it on a 7 foot heavy, 7 foot medium heavy, whatever you're throwing the thing on, absolutely soars. I was throwing it on 20-pound fluorocarbon because there was a lot of grass. I was fishing around it. So it does kind of hang up with the exposed hook, but man, when the fish eat this thing, it's all the way in the back of their mouths. They absolutely destroy it. So we'll kind of just double up on these two last plastics. We got the Sluggos and the Biospawn Vile Crawl. Now, this kind of looks crazy. It's almost like a squid body with these crazy tentacles on the back. Again, had these out in the water, flipping pitch and doing some simple stuff on it. You throw them on the back of a jig. Just another creature bait that's just unique, and there's really no specific way to rig it or fish it. And then the Sluggo. A lot of you guys that have been around a while definitely can appreciate the Lunker City Sluggo. Famous for weightless fishing. Even in the saltwater world, these things are pretty, you know, pretty infamous for fishing around weightless or on a weighted hook. But Carolina rigs, things of that nature, these things will come in handy. So all those baits are easily going to catch fish. If I do a slam on that, it's going to take me probably 2 hours, quite honestly. The crawl, I think, would probably take the longest. The Sluggo I can throw weightless and catch pretty quickly. The crankbait, very quickly. Swim bait, schooling fish in top water. Well, y'all know how much I like fishing top water on these lakes. So now talking about the July box. Now this one's been cool. I did a lot of, I guess you could say, photography, pictures, whatever, on Instagram of these lures. So, as you know, kind of Mystery Tackle Box is making a push towards the Carl's Bait and Tackle, making their switch over. So this little catalog here comes with all the sweet apparel that Mystery Tackle Box has. You can go on their website, buy lures, like I said, apparel, rods, reels, whatever it might be. Carl's Bait and Tackle has got you set, ready to go. So there's a little catalog that came in there. But man, this was, again, another just sweet box. And again, if I do the MTB Slam on this box, it's gonna take me before the sun even comes up. So we'll start off with Randy's Swimming Runner. Now, I've gotten these before. These underspins, however you want to call them, whether you're from Lanier, Seminole, all the way down here in Florida, these things right here will kill schooling fish. They'll kill deep, clear lakes, just like as I always go back to. This is one of the most infamous lures to be fishing clear, deep lakes when the fish are schooling up on bait fish, running up on them. Here, video. 75 years of savings. Switch to Geico. 10 minutes could save you. No. Alright. Lunker Hunt Prop Series frogs are kind of gaining a lot of attention. This one here has the 2 feet on the back and then a little trailer hook, which comes literally stock on the frog inside the package. This bad boy right here, if you follow the Instagram page, you know how stoked I am about this thing, because that on schooling fish is lights out. Basically, this booyah, it's called a prank. It's got a, you know, the popper shape, standard popping bait, but it's got this little lip. This little joker will dive down a little bit, and you know, a lot of those bass sometimes aren't exactly coming up and exploding top bars. When you get a bait that can actually just dip under a little bit with crazy erratic action, it's gonna get smoked. That little color right there is gonna get annihilated. I'm gonna do a video just specifically pertain to that bait alone, because I just have so much confidence in it. I've never fished it, and I've seen guys that have gotten these before, and they kind of look goofy, but until you can get out and appreciate it when you're on a school of fish and they're not hitting your topwater lure and you can get something like that, it's pretty much an ingenious lure right there. These here are the Lucky John Hammer Sticks. These are pretty gnarly. They smell like absolute, we'll just call it like a crab house, because they, God, they smell like shrimp. S&T formula, they call it, baked into these lures, so I'm sure that when a fish bites onto that, their eyes probably bulge out of their head. It's basically a little shad type of lure, good for drop shots, good on a little jig head. Last bait here, Big O's game-changing lures, the Eel Eliminator. Oh, Strike King had that first. Well, guess what? Basically what I've collected out of Big O's lures is this is like Steve Parks, who is the owner of Rage Tail. As you can tell, this kind of looks a lot like the Rage Tail setup. You know, big old tail baits, crazy action, most unique baits on the market. Yeah, you betcha. Come in a little plastic case. Open it up. What I've gathered out of these Big O's Game Change lures is it's Steve Parks' like side gig as far as lures are concerned. He's bringing the Eel Eliminator back into the game, which you OG Bass All Year followers remember when I threw this thing when I was younger, growing up fishing ponds and smaller lakes and whatnot in the kayak. I loved this thing on a weightless hook. When I found out you could buy these things, I was ready to buy them, and then boom, I get one in a mystery tackle box. So it's awesome. I can't wait to get these things on the water. Green pumpkin was my favorite color back when I was throwing these things a lot. So on the back here, it kind of talks about he has these design fishing lures, and he's bringing them back into these Big O company. And it's awesome to see them back. Wow, that was a long one, wasn't it? I wanted that under like 5 minutes. I knew that would be impossible, but hey, it is sweet. 2 mystery tackle boxes down, mystery tackle box unboxing. Hopefully you guys can appreciate what these guys have to offer. $26 a month, bam. Not to mention you can go in the store and buy sweet apparel, hats. Check out Mystery Tackle Box. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Bad to the bone, these things are awesome, fun to bring out in the water. Challenge yourself by just taking your box out in the water, that is upside down, and having a good old day. We'll catch you guys right back here on the Bass All Year channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks to Casey, my girlfriend, for sitting there patiently holding my iPhone. Hopefully the audio isn't bad, and I hope you guys don't think these videos suck with the iPhone, because again, I am working on getting the new camera up. Stay tuned, next video. Take it easy.